Let us be upstanding for the arrival of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. While we are still on our feet, shall we please
find a seat for him.
While we are still on our feet, Honorable Minister, sir, shall we please take the national anthem? National anthem. The national anthem, if it's while we are still upstanding, shall we please take the national prayer, second stanza of the national anthem? We shall recite it after the count of two. 1, 2. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, with lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reign. May we please be seated. Who is that one next to the minister? Maybe he's a friend. Who is he? Next to the minister. The Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON GSSRS, the Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Mr. Olushade Adeshola, OON, the Executive Secretary of the FCDA, Engineer Shehu Hadi Ahmed, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers, and of course the Director of Department of Human Services, Department of the FCTA, Dr. Bashir Mohammed, MNI, and of course all the other senior management staff of the FCTA. We must of course also recognize the presence of members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm who are all seated here today. A very, very good afternoon to all of us. A few minutes ago, the Federal Executive Council was inaugurated by Mr. President, and by that singular act, the FCT got its 17th Minister and 12th Minister of State. And both of them need very little introductions to us, as they have proved their mettle in public service over the years. As it is characteristics of our Honorable Minister, he is today not only hitting the ground running, but indeed, leading all of us on a 100-meter dash. And we are all determined to follow him on this very, very incredible journey. This event this afternoon is strictly a media event. The Honorable Minister will be addressing the press and spelling out his visions and plans for the Federal Capital Territory. It is therefore my sincere honor and privilege to call on the Honorable Minister, Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike, to kindly proceed to read this address. Honorable Minister, sir.
The Honorable Minister of State, the Permanent Secretary, directors, and probably heads of agencies that are here, the single Senator Lakawogu, the Commissioner of Police, and of course, I believe the Commandant of the Civil Defense, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Minister of State and myself, just like the MC said, just inaugurated some few minutes ago by Mr. President Aswadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he has directed that we must hit the ground running. We have the mandate from Mr. President and Vice President. Of course, you know, during his campaign, which he titled Renewed Hope, most Nigerians must have lost hope. And the essence of renewed hope to say, no, you should not lose hope. That he is coming to make Nigeria a better place. Having given us the mandate to give a different narrative as far as FCT is concerned. He's given us the marching order. We must bring the FCT back what it's supposed to be. And we are willing and we have the capacity to do that. And that is why we have come to tell members of the media we are not going to joke. It is not going to be business as usual. So many people have complained that FCT has lost focus. So many people have complained this is not the FCT they know. This is not the FCT of the founding fathers. It is not the FCT that we thought would compete with other cities of the world. And now is the time that we must show that we really mean that Federal Capital Territory Abuja should be one of the cities that competed with other cities of the world. We cannot do it alone. We need the support of everybody, particularly the media. The media sometimes can distort the information. The media sometimes can support you. And so the first point we are doing today is to let the media know. This is what we want to do in a short time. This is what we want to do in medium and long time. We cannot do everything within this short period. In terms of physical infrastructure and the rest, that will be medium and long time. But I think they expected within the short time that we must do. And you all know, what is the public complaining? What are they talking about the FCT? Security has gone down. This is supposed to be one of the safest places. This is one of the places where people say, look, I'm going on holiday. Let me go to FCT. Is it what it is today? So first of all, the issue of security must be tackled. We are ready to provide the necessary logistics to all the security agencies to do their work. This is not my first time of having meetings with security agencies. I've done that when I was governor of the state. So I know I'm not going to be told. The rest will be when I discuss, when I have Security Council meeting. Then I will, the minister will tell them, these are things we know. These are things we are doing. Because we know the problems. We cannot go and identify the criminals. It is their duty. Our own duty is to provide them the necessary tools. And when I provide the necessary tools, I don't want any excuses. I don't want to hear, oh, this happened and that didn't happen. Because you have requested for the tools you want to use to work, and it has been provided. So what we want is result. And that must be done. If we don't safeguard this place, then we're in problem. Look at people stealing manholes and this and that. Who are responsible? Who are the security people? So something must be done to curtail this. So the issue of security is germane for us. And Mr. President has told me whatever it is required, we must make sure Abuja is safe. Secondly, we are not going to tolerate the issue of everywhere is market. No, we cannot tolerate it. Yes, I know that things are difficult, but the mere fact that things are difficult does not also mean that you will cause crisis for other people. You looking for what you eat, your stomach. It must be done within the framework of the law. So you cannot say, because people are hungry, therefore everywhere must be market. We cannot allow that. We cannot. We cannot, in a city, people are selling with umbrellas under the 3,000s. These things cause insecurity. How? You see somebody under umbrella selling, and you see a man coming as if he's trying to buy something, not knowing that he's an informant. He calls his people. He has entered. She has just gone up now. No, we can't allow it. We cannot allow it at all. So security people must map out the strategy. How we must move them out. We cannot also have everywhere as motor park. You cannot have everywhere as a motor park. You cannot have everywhere as bus stop. No, we can't allow that. It is not going to be allowed. I don't care whom you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what we know. We must sanitize the place. I don't care. I don't look at people's eyes. I don't know how you feel. My happiness is that the people of Abuja are happy. That's all. So, my Minister of State and myself are going to work to make sure we achieve this, that will make people now say, yes, Abuja has returned to what it's supposed to be. So if you have a sister, if you have a brother, if you have an in-law or your uncle who is involved in these areas, please tell the person the time is up. The time is up. If they've done it for the previous years, good luck. But not under this our own period. Abuja is trying to be like a slum city. Sanitation is bad. So we cannot allow it. We cannot allow it. Sanitation, look at refuse everywhere. Those who are paying for refuse collection, what are they doing? So we must also sit down to look at differently ways of waste management or waste disposal. It is very, 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 very key. All those people who are distorting the master plan of Abuja, too bad, too bad. If you know you have built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down. Those who have taken over the green areas to build, sorry, our parks must come back. The green areas must come back. If you hate green, you must hate yourself. So if you know you have anybody who is involved that have taken over the green areas, have taken over the parks, to where you now do restaurants, no, we will not accept that. Sorry. If your father has done that, sorry. If your mother has done that, sorry. There's nothing I can do. It will go down. And all these people are doing land racketing. I'll talk to the staff tomorrow. Directors, people are involved. And let me tell you, that period of land racketing is what? Over. And those that government are giving CFO land, allocated land to them, they refuse to develop. And use that they are becoming land speculators. The land is gone. I'm going to revoke them. I will revoke, because I don't understand how your government will give you land to develop, then you keep the land land that you may have paid for 200,000. You are not beginning to find who will buy it for 2 billion and 3 billion. Who does that? We'll take back our land and give it to those who want to develop. And you must sign that you must develop at so time. So, if you are part of those who have been getting soft land, it will come back to us. And some people are saying, oh, Abuja is not doing this, Abuja is not doing that. Those of you who also refuse to pay your ground rent, non-payment of ground rent is a breach of covenant. I don't need to write you to pay. You know this is what just was. You're like a tenant. At the end of the month, you're supposed to pay social bank, for example, and then you say, oh, my landlord has done written to me. No, it doesn't make sense. Because Abuja needs money too, is it not? Part of the revenue, or source of revenue, is ground rent. So if you have not paid, be it national, whatever you call it, banco, anywhere, big man, sorry. I will not be tired to revoke. That's why I'm here. It is true. And I'm going to do it, nothing will happen. Heaven will not fall. But heaven will either be at peace, that the right thing has been done. Heaven will be at peace. After all, even if the heaven comes now, most of us have been praying and fasting that want to go to heaven. It's not true. Now the heaven has come. What are you praying and fasting again? What you are looking for in Sokoto is here, is it not? So you don't need to worry yourself. So it will go. I'm not, if they like, you can, look, the media, you can say anything you want to say against me, you have no business. I have thick skin here. That when I'm walking, I don't hear. I don't see. And I don't talk. You know, say 3 bad sickness. You don't hear, you don't talk, I don't see. So when I'm doing the right thing, that's what it will be. You can abuse me as you want to abuse me. It doesn't matter. But the right thing must be done. And all those who have left their old houses to be shanties for criminals. So you are building house for 15 years. Uncompleted building. Now criminals have taken over the place. Government will take it back. All those uncompleted buildings, defacing the city, particularly Maitama and Asokoro and what do you call this your area? Area what? We'll say, all those areas, I'll take them back. So these are the short terms we want to do. We'll consult with stakeholders, indigenous and residents. We will consult before we do such other things. We'll consult and talk with the herdsmen to see how we will stop. Because we cannot allow cows inside the city. It can be outside the city. That is the way it's supposed to be done. Because the grasses are outside the city. The grasses are not here. These are grasses we planted to beautify the city. It is not that one that they will eat. The one that we eat is the ones in the area. So we'll make it, we'll discuss. It's important. I mean, let us say it. You are driving towards the villa. Take, for example, I see about 20, 30 cows goat. How, if somebody, foreigners, they just come and see that, how would they feel? So what kind of city is there? So the truth must be told. It's not about anybody. We're not saying it shouldn't be Abaji, Kuche, no. So that, but we have to discuss with them. We won't take just immediate action. We need to discuss with them. We need to discuss all other ethnic groups that's in Abuja for their own understanding to know that this too. We need to also, this motorcycle cannot take over the city. It's not possible. You are dragging the road with motorcycle. Even the motorcycle is not wearing any security, no helmet, and it's carrying somebody at the back. Keke Napep have taken over the whole place. We are going to provide alternative. Do you understand what I mean? We are going to provide alternative to reduce the sufferings of the people who may not have the means to have their own private vehicles. I don't know what happened to mass transit. People have killed it. Is it the civil servant that killed it? It is the people. I'm sure you have parked it somewhere. I hear you rent it. They have some church people to go for crusade. This. I mean, it's not going to be acceptable again. We'll bring back all those things. We'll bring it back. So, whoever is in charge of transport or whatever should keep his record well. Tell me where the buses are. It is very, very important. Very, very important. By the time we start receiving briefings on Thursday from departments, then we'll be able to sit down and focus on particular infrastructure that will stimulate the development of Abuja. I'm not going to allow projects scattered here and there. No project can be done in my tenure more than 1 year. I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do. Yes, I know the budgeting system at the federal level is very difficult. It's very different, unlike in the state. But whatever way, we must find across to achieve something. Not this project here, that project here, no one is completed. No. It is better I do one and complete it than to do things that at the end of the day you have not done anything. So that is the mandate. The marching order, Mr. President, I give to you, the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self, that this is the short term, what we must do to let Nigerians begin to have confidence back to FCT. I'm not a sitting office minister. Do you understand me? No. I will be part of the project we're doing. I will go and see. I don't want anybody to write report, we are doing well, when you're not doing well, I will have it. I have a lot of energy. So don't think that I'm tired, I can't be tired. I will move from the house to this project, to this project, to this project. From there, I come to the office. Then I'll call you, come. You told me that so thing was not fine. How is it now? If you work with us fully, you will enjoy the administration. But if you don't want to work with us, you will say you will never work in your life again. I know how to make it easy, and I know how to make it very, very hard. Whichever way you want it. But I have the backing, we have the backing of Mr. President. I'm not here on my own. You know, I am not here, you know. If it's my party, I wouldn't be here. It's not true. So you should know. Independent. so I especially send here, we especially send here to make sure that Abuja will be bubbling again. So, street lights, God bless your father. I mean, I can't understand a city like this. Last night, I was going around, everywhere dark. Then what makes it a city? What makes it a city? These things will be brought back urgently. Urgently. It will be brought back urgently. All the other ones to build new housing area, those ones are a long-term thing. But these are things we think that we have to start immediately so that people will now have confidence that yes, indeed, Abuja is back. In terms of political appointments, I will encourage the indigenous of this place. I will encourage them. Because I will encourage them. I will also encourage other residents who are here. That's the sense of Abuja. As you are giving those who are living here, also for the indigenous of the place. It's important. We must also extend development to the area. We must extend development. If you do that, so many people will not like to come and live in the city. That's part of decongesting the city. We must do that. Look at the metro line, it's not working. Is it working? We will bring it back. It will work. It will work. No, nothing will happen to you. I'm in charge. God is here. He has covered everything here. So, that is what I've come to tell the media. These are things we'll do at short time. Deliverables. All these motor park, bus stores, market, we'll write to the organizations and tell them that look, West will identify with you, but also identify with us that we can't continue this way. We can't continue this way. So, Pam said, the issue of you have to let me know who are those doing the sanitation, why they're not doing it well. Are you still paying them when the work is not going on well? The street light, what happened? Was it under contract? If it's under contract, what, we must have to find out. So that we'll have to see how we can put them back with immediate effect. And then the CP and your colleagues, you must identify the spots where we have the hot spots, where this crime. I have an experience that there are some of these boys, when you almost stop at Hilton, where the red light, the traffic light, they do as if they are cleaning their glasses. These are petty thieves. Even in the night, they rob people. So we make it hot for them. Those who take the manhole, don't see them as ordinary people who steal. See them as armed robbers. See them as what? Armed robbers. When you do that, people will run away. People will run away. So you must also have to put in your strategy and what will take. If I give you money, you have to work for me home. Not okay. If you chop my money, I will embarrass you. I will tell the world, we gave you such amount of money. That's what I don't play. This is an assignment. I don't want to fail Mr. President. I don't want to fail Mr. President. for having the confidence to give an opposition man this position here. You know, I will be very hard on people. It doesn't matter who is involved. So please, people should go, map out the areas you think, what is the logistics, start what is the logistics, so that we'll provide you. I had a lot of files to treat. I have the capacity to treat them, don't worry. I don't keep files in my office. As it comes, I treat it the same day. I don't need to keep files. So I don't need to keep files. When I see files, it irritates me. So I want to, as it comes that time, I send it at that time too. And so that work can move, you know. So sincerely, I want to thank you thank the media for coming. You know, today is supposed to be, we were supposed to stay with our people, supporters, to eat. But we're sparing you to come and talk to you. That to tell you how important we have taken this assignment. But please, the media, we need your cooperation and report accurately what we have marshaled out here to you, what we are going to do. So I thank you very much for coming. I will take one or two questions only because I'm getting hungry. Let me not be talking now, I faint. They say the limits has fainted. and that will come out in the front page of this day, and I arise to carry the first page. You know, those people are fighting me up and down, I know. So that's why I'm fully prepared as I came. I will not faint. Yes, two questions. Yes? No, so only media, not staff. No, the staff I will meet with you tomorrow. Is an indigene. An indigene, is he a staff? No. So what are you coming to do here? And no, see, no. That's the appropriate time for that. This is see, the way I work, I follow protocol. I will visit all the areas. So that time you have a right to ask me questions. But this is for council, for the ministry now. So don't raise your hand. And next time when we are doing things like they don't come in. Please, it's not allowed. In fact, only those who are supposed to be are directors and the media. Well, I will visit everybody, don't worry. The Igbo communities, I will talk to them. The other flag, I will talk to them. The Gwari, I will talk to you, right? I'll speak to the Muslims, I'll speak to the Christians. Because everyone is a stakeholder as far as Abuja is concerned. Don't worry, it will be a different, you see the different Abuja now. That's what I'm here. I'm here to protect everybody, but not to satisfy one person, right? Yes, two persons. Your name and the media you cover.
Good afternoon. My name is Fred Itwa. I report for Daily Sun newspaper. Honorable Minister, there are fears.
Daily Sun.
Yes. There are fears in the political quarter.
Yes.
That El-Rufai Sarah may come back for the wrong reasons. That you may go on a vendetta to target your political enemies and go after their buildings whenever you feel offended or whenever you have instruction from your principal to target certain individuals. These are fears that have been expressed. And you said already that you may likely do that, whoever is involved, the video will go down irrespective of who you are. Is there any need to harbor this, or there are just rumors we should?
Mr. John is my enemy. And then I went and put down his house. Some of us who are past that stage in life. Am I afraid of anybody? Have you ever seen that I'm afraid of anybody? Is there anybody I want to fight? I will not tell you I want to fight. Why will I just say that? Oh, because CP is not with me. I will bring down CP's house. You hear they say, oh, I'm going to PDP if they don't have CCO. But if they don't have CCO, they don't have it now. I mean, what kind of politics is that? If you don't have it, you don't have it. So if we are doing something, for example, trying to find out those who don't have or who have who have not complied, for example, and then maybe PDP is one of them. Therefore, we will not do our work. People, can you even mention who is my enemy? Can you mention one person as my enemy? Mention. Look, you see, people carry propaganda. And let me use the opportunity to tell you people, I don't like people who don't say the truth. They say they're going to sanction me that I took appointment. That's ridiculous. The president wrote to every governor, 36 state governors, to bring names of people to appoint. Didn't people governors submit names? Didn't they submit names? I'm asking you. Every PDP governor wrote a letter and nominated 10 persons for appointment to this government. The one they talk about is Wike. Ask them. Before this appointment came, I wrote to the National Party chairman. I wrote to the minority leader of the House of Reps and Senate. I wrote to the zonal chairman of the party. I wrote to my state chairman. I wrote to my governor. All of them wrote me back. Accept it. I have it in evidence, documented. Forget these reggae dancers. I call them reggae dancers. When you have lost your opportunity, you have lost your opportunity because of arrogance and what? Impunity. When God gives you something, say don't want it. Some other person will take it now.
Definitely.
So don't listen to all this propaganda. Propaganda. I mean, all this nonsense. For what? Those who ran away from Port Harcourt, don't they come home? Have we killed them? Those who ran away from Port Harcourt, don't they come home again? So, my brother, when you say the error of Erufai, what did he do wrong? After all, you people are the ones saying, after Erufai, nobody again, no minister do anything. It's not what you will say. Say the truth. Now you are saying error of... you don't like those who will step on toes. I will step on toes. The big and the mighty, I will step on toes. If you are doing this wrong, I will do what I was supposed to do. I told the GMD of NMPC last night. I was with him. I said, GMD, don't be angry. Don't be angry. Go and check your records. If that's your tower, you not pay their grand rent. But FCT needs money too. If you have not paid their grand rent, go and prepare with too. And I'm going to do it. Because you cannot be claiming FCT is not working. When you have not done your own part, do your own part, then be able to say, look, of all the money we have been paying, what are they using it in FCT? That is then when you have the border to talk, not when you have not fulfilled your own obligation. And two, all those agents collecting revenue, we have to sit down. I have to look everything. The revenue leakages, I will stop it too. I will stop it. Because we need money to build infrastructure in FCT. We need to bring the parks back. I used Johannesburg to build a pleasure park in Port Harcourt. I hear people are looking for them now to go and build one park in Abuja. It didn't take me 8 months. Johannesburg completed it. Yes. I built 12 flyovers in 4 years, done by Johannesburg. Not by these toy contractors. No. Yes. Because I want good for my people. I want the best for my people. And that is what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to replicate in FCT. So, not when I do one side, it's good for you, like me. When I take another decision that affects you, you change. No. Take me good and bad anytime it comes. Well, it can't be good all the time. There are decisions you will take that it will affect the people. But that's the sacrifice they must make. So the last question. So my brother, I have nothing like political vendetta. The vendetta I do is the pulling unit. To fail you, that's the vendetta. I don't come here to bring anybody's house. I'm not interested. Yes, second question. Yes. Ah, my people, have you followed me down here? Ah, wow. Okay, go ahead. This day.
As the FCT minister, you are from the opposition. And if you follow trend here, the sitting minister usually flies the ruling party flag.
Yes.
In his congress.
Yes.
And in this case, the APC, you saw that under.
Yes.
So in your own case, now, are you going to.
Okay, so the problem of FCT is for the flag. You see how Nigerians are. We are talking about how to restore FCT. We are talking about how we can improve the physical infrastructure of FCT, how to sanitize the place, how to push it like your own worry is which flag you are flying. My brother, even if it is the world flag, bring it. I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand that. People forget that when Obasanjo was president, he brought Bola Ige to be Minister of Power and then to be Attorney General of the Federation, which is the important position and only ministry that is recognized in the Constitution. You forgot that? Did heaven fall? Why are we concentrating on flag? Okay, bring APC, I will use it. Bring PDP, I will use it. Bring Labour, I will use it. If that is the problem here, I'm here to satisfy Nigerians. I'm here to work for FCT. I'm here to make sure Mr. President achieves the promises he has made to the people of FCT. I'm not here to fly flag. If you want me to fly flag and then let FCT remain the way it is, take now. So let us focus on major problems, how to solve problems of FCT. And that's what I want you. Please remove these things that are not important. Which cloth are you wearing? Are you going to wear APC cloth now, or are you going to wear PDP cloth? Look, party is a vehicle that conveys you to a destination. When you get there, the man who is in charge will look at those who will help him, who believes in his vision, who believes that he has the capacity to do this, and he needs you to support him to do it. And that's why I have come to support his renewed hope. And I'm carrying out the order he gave me. Look, I have given you this job. See what I want you to do. When he called me, he didn't say, he must be wearing so-so flag. I don't want you to wear so-so jeans. I don't want to wear so-so, but he didn't tell me that. He told me, Minister, I know you have the capacity. I want to turn Abuja around. When I was campaigning, I told them to have hope in his agenda, a renewed hope. And that is what I'm carrying, that's the message. You know, you can't succeed without your boss supporting you. You know that? For me to come to Abuja, you should know there's a serious matter. Because he knows I'm not going to look at anybody's face. I will do the right thing. And he will be happy that I'm doing the right thing. If the Pansec and Co don't do the right thing, I fight them. I was Minister of Education. I hope you know that. I know how people operate. I will also follow you. I'm not a newcomer in this game. I know how to follow civil servants. I know how to follow politicians. You know, as I've come now, vendors are coming everywhere. They are the ones suggesting to me what FCT should look like, not to be that is here. So I don't know, I will not, simply because it's in their interest. Vendor shopping. Somebody coming to tell me, you do this. Let me enter the place now. And look at how the place is. Look at what the city needs, not what you are selling. You know, So I know that we'll work together. I know we'll work together and you will smile every time. You understand me? Because without you, I cannot also succeed. It takes two to tango. Just focus on your work and then have the belief, support Mr. President to achieve what he wants to achieve. Abuja is a signature point. In the next 6 months, people will see the changes. People will see, is sanitation working? People will see, are there lights? People will say, the markets have gone out here. Oh, that is what will give people hope. We are seeing something now. But if they don't see it, then forget it. Because to say 1 year, that is fiscal infrastructure. But we must achieve something. Next 1 month, you see what we have seen. In the next 2 months, see what we have got. In the next 3 months, by 6 months, see what we have achieved. And you will see Mr. President will be happy. So that is all. So this day, man. So go and tell your people, which one do you want? Is it the flag or to turn Abuja around? I came to turn Abuja around, not a flag. So thank you very much. So thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. So here we have it. Abuja is going to undergo a complete overhaul.
Yeah.
And the Honorable Minister has asked all of us to join him on this ride. Honorable Minister, sir, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And on that note, gentlemen of the press, we have indeed come to the end of this very, very first assignment from the FCT Minister and the Honorable Minister of State.
Is he here? Oh, you are the director?
Yes, sir.
I hope you are taking care of your people, though.
Definitely, sir. We will at the end of the
Take care of
day.
them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Yes.